sensuality went through my mind. See, somehow you got in my mental state. Like good old soul cooking, baby, it fills my plate. Yeah, yeah. The sweetest thing left behind. Back in stars and what's that I love. Intertwined in the galaxy. People wishing on you and me. This is so crazy world. All the fools that you're the brightest girl in my sky. What that midnight is mine. This is what left behind. Back in stars and what's that I love. Intertwined in the galaxy. People wishing on you and me. This is so crazy world. All the fools that you're the brightest girl in my sky. Fulfilling our destiny, confusing areas of pain, and I'm a crabby as cancer. People from more planets stay. Told us love is not the answer. Came together in a marriage child. So girl, 'cause we both was wild, and now we got this thing, baby, that'll last for a while. Let's see this thing out. Let's see this thing out. It's stars and what's that I love. Intertwined in the galaxy. People wishing on you and me. This is so crazy world. All the fools that you're the brightest girl in my sky. Life is nice, baby. This is what left behind. Back in stars and what's that I love. Intertwined in the galaxy. People wishing on you and me. This is so crazy world. All the fools that you're the brightest girl in my sky. So baby, can you get down with me? Let's go.
A+ Computer Services offers complete home and office solutions. We work on laptops and desktops, whether PCs or Macs, and we sell laptops and desktops as well as MacBooks. With over 15 years experience, our certified computer engineers perform data recovery, wireless and network setups, virus and spyware removals, smartphone repairs, and much more. Make your computer faster now. Call us for a free estimate at 617-288-3800 or visit us online at apluscompservices.com.
Welcome back to the Minority Men Show. We're in the building. We're here having nothing but laughs and jokes.
We want to thank our special guest once again, Adaya. Thank you for coming through. Say what's up to the people one more time.
Thank you for having me. What's up, people?
All right. We're talking about hair. I have a story to share about hair. When I was 23 years old, no, 21, I was playing football. And I wanted braids. And I said, okay, I need braids because, I want to be like one of these football players that's there, my hair hanging from my helmet.
I think I know where this is going.
The only way I can get that was for me to get a little weave.
I knew it.
So I rock weave for a little bit. So men do have weave in their hair. So I was faking the funk.
So when you showed up on the football field,
Nobody knew. Because it was after I was like, yo, man, my hair just grow fast, man.
Yo, that's ridiculous, dude. How many times did you put on that weave?
Once.
Yeah, all right.
No, for real, because it itched too much. I couldn't do it.
Wow.
I couldn't do it.
How long did it last?
About 2 days. I sweated it right out. She said the reason why, because my hair is soft. So she said she had to put it in for it to stay down.
You know what I say? When I see a girl, I compliment the hair. She's like, "Oh, it's not mine." I say, "That's okay. It look better on you." That's what I say.
Oh man.
So I have a question for the fellas. Like, so we're talking about women in here, but if you were to go gray, say in your, I think everyone here is 30 or older. If you were to go gray now, would you dye it?
I would change my name to Storm.
I'm already going gray.
They got things just for men out there.
Yeah, so you would take it to that next step and you would dye your hair.
I'm not that vain. I mean,
Or even your facial hair. Would you dye your facial hair?
I'm definitely not dyeing my facial hair. I don't know, something about that. It'd be like I might as well start getting weave. I might as well weave my beard, right?
I would embrace it.
Yeah, I would too. But when I go bald, I'm wearing a wig.
Well, I wouldn't embrace. I wouldn't embrace going bald. I would embrace going gray.
Would you get like a men's hair wig, Blue? Some guys that get guys' hair, and then they use the wig like that. Instead of just. I
wouldn't get a toupee. I just get a shave and just put a wig.
So what if I grew my hair and cut it off? Would you wear my hair?
So I'd be walking around with black hair.
Yeah, you'd be walking around with a
What
fro.
does that mean? What does that mean?
It just
Black
looks
fro.
funny.
Damn.
Why would it look funny?
You know what though?
Stop putting Blue on the spot.
Red right now.
For a woman going bald, I think for us it's more because I live in fear of going bald. I'm always checking my hair and see how thin it's getting, and it's a real fear.
And stress can lead to baldness. So
Yes.
you can't stress too much.
And I would, right now I'm thinking about going to get the keratin products for my hair to see, if I could get it to grow out and thicker. But, when I think of that fear, I'm thinking, of the women, that go through the chemo and lose their hair, and how that must feel. Like, I would be devastated. I literally, I'd probably be in tears for a long time.
So, but is that beauty? Because remember, we stated that hair doesn't define beauty.
Yes, doesn't define beauty. And, wow, that's deep. That's deep.
So going back to that, I mean, if your hair was to fall out,
would I feel less beautiful?
yeah.
Wow. No, I don't feel that I would be less beautiful, not at all, because, that would be the physical.
Okay.
And again, beauty goes deeper than the exterior. So, no, that I wouldn't consider myself less beautiful, no. I'll buy myself a wig.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Doug. Yeah, go ahead.
No, definitely would buy myself a wig, to make myself feel good.
So you want to rock your bald head?
I don't think I
No.
would.
They have a product out there
I
called
don't think I would.
Oh, sorry.
And you know what? For the women that do rock their bald heads, power to them, and much love. I commend y'all for doing so.
You have to have a nicely shaped head to do that.
Oh,
Yeah, some women that do have a nice. You know, shape.
it's so
What,
funny.
what's that
for
product?
everyone.
What's that product you was going to talk about?
It's the penguin cold cap. They use it for chemotherapy to save their hair follicles if they have to. If women have to go through chemotherapy, and it's catching a lot of popularity, and you know.
But it's so funny because it's not just the hair on top of your head. Like I said, you lose your eyebrows, and people don't really know the significance of eyebrows, but they keep stuff from going. They protect your eyes from going into your eyes. You lose your eyelashes. You lose your pubic hair, which is very, very important, which people don't really realize. But
Unless you shave that all the time, anyway. Right?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, some people do that. Some people
I just
do
thought
that.
it was funny, but as for me, I mean, the people who know me, I used to have, longer hair, and I would straighten it. But again, like it all boils down to my daughter. When she was born, I just couldn't raise her and her watching me straighten my hair all the time. So, of course, I cut all my hair off, and it's just a learning process to learn how to do my hair in its natural state.
So now, isn't that like a fad, though? Don't you think that's something that goes in time, like when females get into this whole thing
I
of
don't
cutting
think
their
it's
hair?
a fad. I think
Like the natural movement?
It's not a fad because everyone's not wearing their hair short.
Okay.
People are trying to embrace their own beauty. So if I cut my hair or a dyer cuts her hair, our hair is not going to look the same. So it would be a fad if, like, we were all going for a pixie cut, or we were all going for an Amber Rose cut or Caesar. But that's not. When I cut my hair, I kind of cried, especially after my husband said I look like, I don't even want to say what he said, but it was just like, it wasn't like I did it because I thought it would be beautiful. I did it for myself because I had to embrace my natural beauty. You know what I mean?
And you're trying to set the example for your daughter as well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
And
empowering.
I commend that. Because it's you want to lead by example. You don't want your daughter growing up saying, how come, like Chris Rock's daughter said, he talked about it in the movie he had called Good Hair a few years ago. It's like, how come I don't have good hair? And he felt, that's why he felt compelled to do that movie was because, his daughter was asking him, how come I don't have good hair? And he's like, what you mean you don't have good hair? And then, made him go on this trip to find out where the hair came from. And then, discovered that, the temples in India, they give their hair away for religious purposes. And then those temples turn around and make huge profits selling that to
that's
people
grimy.
in America.
That's grimy.
$billion
Here these women believe that, they're giving an offering, to their God, and, what they're in return doing is just profiting off of the belief system.
Did they start that practice with the intent on exploiting them, or was that an existing practice and then they exploited it?
That was an existing
practice.
Yeah, that was an existing practice. And then in return, they found that they could profit off of selling the hair.
So it's corrupt to start with.
Yes.
Everything starts off with good intentions.
Yes.
But then, usually the longer...
Not everything.
Well, most things start off with good
Yeah.
intentions. And then a lot of times it gets corrupted. What was it?
Yeah, the evil aren't that creative. They have to wait for something to exist so they can exploit it. They can't make up a scheme on their own.
Yeah. What was it, like Jay-Z said, or the Batman movie was like, like live long, die a hero or live long enough to be the villain. That's like, that goes with a lot of things. A lot of things start off with good intentions and then end up being corrupted over time.
Let's jump into the business aspects of this, because the hair business, Anthony Cook, and I know you was looking into it, they make a bunch of money.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of money.
And do you know who's the biggest consumer of hair products?
Of course. It's black folk.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes. By far. It's undisputed. It's us.
Okay.
It's the black people that spend the most money. We have all this disposable income, yet,
Do we really have the disposable income? No, we don't. But
yeah.
when you think about the money that's invested into hair and beauty, this superficial beauty, what would you say to your son, Anthony Cook, looking at your son and him going to school and saying, "Hey, I met this girl who has beautiful fake hair"? What would you